Hello friend, welcome back to my lecture on Ruby on Rails. And in previous lecture, I have discussed about how to write a program in Ruby on Rails. I have taken two lectures till today, and today I will discuss about how Ruby on Rails is helpful and what are the process of downloading and executing program on Ruby on Rails. So first of all, I will explain you. Ruby on Rails is very important programming language, and this is open source programming language. There are so many benefits. I have already told you about Ruby on Rails, and many companies are using this Ruby on Rails. And the list of these companies are Airbnb, Kickstarter, and GitHub, as well as Twitter. So many more companies are using this Ruby on Rails because it is cost effective and it is very easy to work on Ruby on Rails and easily available on GitHub and other sites because it is open source. And nowadays it is building the software which is 30 to 40% faster than other programming languages, so we can develop web softwares in Ruby on Rails. And now I am discussing about how to download the Ruby on Rails, and then I will explain you how to run the program in Ruby on Rails. So the process of download of Ruby on Rails software, you have to go rubyinstaller.org. You can see here in this slide rubyinstaller.org. Ruby for this is Ruby for Windows, and you have to press on download button. So this is easy way to install Ruby on Windows. And when you will click on download, then you will have a number of options. So you have to select any one of these options. There are many versions of Ruby on Rails, so which is uh, according to compatibility of different system. So 64-bit Ruby on Rails is best for Windows 10 machine. So we have selected this one. Suppose we have selected Ruby 2.1.6 2.1.6 for 64-bit machine. So you can select any one of these software. So this is according to your system configuration. So according my system configuration, this is the best one. So I will select this one, and then we'll have this window opening Ruby installer. So you can save it and it will be saved on your window. So it's very small software, and easily you can download this one, and the exe file of this software Ruby installer 2.1.6 dash x64.exe. So you will have this file, and you can see this file on your window. Now this is the first step, and in second step you also have to download development kit. You can see here in this same window you have been these all the Ruby software, as well as you have been along with these Ruby software you have been development kit. So you also have to install development kit because the development kit is essential part of this Ruby software. Due to this development kit, we automate the software running process. मतलब हमको अलग से पहले कंपाइल नहीं करना पड़ता जेडीके की तरह, फिर उसके बाद उसको रन कराएंगे. ऑटोमेटिकली कंपाइल एंड एज वेल एज इट रन द प्रोग्राम. So that's why we have to install development kit also here. So you have to select here development kit. You have number of options for development kit also. So you can select any one of this development kit according to your system configuration. This is for 32-bit version, and this is for 64-bit version. So for Windows 10 and later systems, 64-bit is better than 32-bit version. So we have selected here development kit, and then on next step we will install this development kit on our system. So this is .exe file of this development kit, and we will have to click on save button. So it will be saved on our system. So now we have two software under this download folder. First is the development kit, and second is the Ruby installer 2.1.6, which we have already downloaded. And now we have to start installation process. So first of all, we have to download exe file of development kit as well as Ruby installer, and now we will install it. So we will click on this Ruby installer, and then we will find this window. We will press on the run button, and then it will execute. License agreement is here, and you have to press on I accept the license, then the next button, then you will have to press on next button, and it will install in your system. It will be installed in your system, and finally you have to press on finish button, and then you have to you have to install development kit also. So again you will double click on this development kit. It will display this window and this tab, and you have to press on run button, and then it will display you self-extracting archive. So you have to write here, you have to mention here, this development kit will be installed inside the Ruby. So you have to tell the system where to install this development kit. So you will write here c:/ruby/development kit. Either it will display automatically, or you have to mention here development kit directory, and then you will write here extract button. This will extract development kit on this development kit directory. So if it is not showing here, then you have to mention development kit, or you have to write development kit directory. Then you will find that inside Ruby you have to extract this one. So see in the next one, you have this development kit directory. Initially you don't have this development kit directory, so you have to mention here make new file folder. In case it is not showing here, in case development kit is not here, then you have to go on this browse window. You have to move on this browse window. You have to move on this button, and you will move here, and you will have to create new folder, make new folder. You have to press on make new folder, and then create here development kit directory, and then click on OK. Then you will find development kit directory, and inside development kit directory you will extract whole development kit software. So it will be stored here. So inside the program files, inside the program file you will have this Ruby, and inside this C directory you will have Ruby directory, and inside Ruby directory you have development kit, and inside development kit you have been whole software. So now you are ready to run the program. Now the next step, how to execute the program on Ruby. So you will move on desktop, and in desktop you will have a folder or shortcut of Ruby on Rails. So you have to double click on that software, then you will find this editor window of Ruby on Rails. And this is Ruby on Rails window, and you will have to write program here. Suppose you have to written here class first app, and inside the class you have written here this function will be started by def. You will define the function. Say is the name of function, name is the argument of the function, and you have written here my name is, whatever you have passed the argument, it will be here inside this curly bracket. So I am the boss. So it will be displayed on the output window. So it will execute. So first of all we will create the object of this class, and then we will execute through the object. We will execute this say function. So now creating the object of this class, we will have to write here first app dot new, means we are creating new object of first app class. First app is a class, and new means we are creating new object of first app class, and this will be app. So app is the object of first app class, and now we'll have object of this class, so we can execute this say function. So we have written here app dot say. So app dot say function, and this is the name of this is the argument, and this argument moved to the name variable, and finally it will print my name is Walter and I am the boss. So it will be displayed in the lower part of this window, and now see the another one. Here we have written different print function. You can see output also here. In the previous one we don't have any output, but in this window we have output, as well as program we have output. we have print function and puts function. Puts function will move to the next line, while print function will print on same line. So we have written hello, hello hello friend, friend. So it will be displayed here, hello friend, and then puts my name is Bijay, my name is Bijay. And but in case of puts, it will display, it will move cursor to the next line. So this is puts line, and this puts line will move to the next line. And again we have written this put function, function or puts statement. This will again move to the next line. My name is Ajay. Ajay. After Ajay, it will cursor will be moved in next line. Again print. This will again move on next line Vijay. And finally we have this print function. These are print function. So the print function will not move cursor to the next line, because after Vijay, Manal will be displayed on same line. So the process finished with the exit code 0. So this is simple statement. We are not using any function, or we are not using any class. So simple function we can execute, simple statement, simple execution statement can be executed in this editor or this uh, Ruby software. So we can see the output of all these functions. So these are the process of running program in Ruby on Rails, as well as how to install Ruby on Rails. I have explained you both the process, and so I hope you will execute accordingly and download the software accordingly. And I hope that you will enjoy this lecture. Thank you very much for listening this lecture. Thank you again.